North America is home to some of the most ferocious and fascinating creatures on the planet. From the mighty grizzly bear to the elusive cougar, the wilds of this continent are full of wonder and danger. But among those apex beasts, there is one that stands out not only for its beauty and strength, but for its unique role in the ecosystem. Meet the timberwolf, the forest's answer to the grizzly. And today, we'll unmask the mysteries and marvels of this magnificent creature. Hello, all you wildlife lovers out there, and welcome back to Wildest Beasts. So, before we dive into the dense forests of North America, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our wild adventures. Now, let's howl with the timberwolf. The timberwolf, also known by its scientific name, Canis lupus, is a fascinating and mysterious member of the wolf lineage that has puzzled biologists for decades. Some scientists believe that it is a subspecies of the gray wolf or red wolf, while others say it is its own distinct species. Well, regardless of their unknown status, timberwolves are nature's perfect predator, with their keen senses, powerful build, and territorial nature. There are two main types of timberwolves, and it's not just how they look, but where they live that sets them apart. Wolves that are found on the western side of the Rockies are known as western timberwolves, while those from the Great Lakes region are called eastern timberwolves. The coat of a western timberwolf can range from jet black to brown and light gray, showcasing their incredible diversity. Eastern timberwolves, however, tend to have a more uniform coat, mostly gray and light brown. The name timber is not just a cool, catchy moniker. It is very descriptive of the habitat they prefer. Timberwolves have a natural affinity for dense forests. They are very adaptable creatures, and their thick winter coat makes it possible for them to survive in extreme weather conditions like snowstorms and sub-zero temperatures. Timberwolves can be found in many parts of North America, including Canada, Alaska, and the Great Lakes regions, but they are also found in other parts of the world, like Europe and Asia. They are truly a diverse and adaptable species that can thrive in any environment, including mountains, tundra, and taiga. The first thing you notice when you come across the timberwolf is just how massive they are. The female timberwolf can weigh anywhere between 50 to 85 pounds, while the males can weigh between 70 to 110 pounds. They are significantly larger than coyotes, but not as big as the standard gray wolf. From nose to tail, they can measure up to 6 feet in length and stand at a height of 26 to 32 inches. However, the largest timberwolf ever recorded was a whopping 175 pounds, which is almost as heavy as a St. Bernard. This massive wolf was collected by Frank S. Glazer in 1939 and remains the heaviest recorded timberwolf to date. The timberwolf's size is not the only impressive thing about them. Their razor-sharp teeth and powerful jaws can exert a force of over 1,200 pounds per square inch. This bite force is enough to break bones and crush the skull of their prey. But their strength isn't just limited to their jaws. They are also incredibly fast runners, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. This combination of power and speed makes them the perfect predator in their natural habitat. When it comes to hunting, timberwolves are very strategic and work together as a pack to take down their prey. They have a keen sense of smell and can track their target for miles using their incredible olfactory abilities. Once they locate their prey, they use their speed and strength to chase them down until the prey is exhausted or injured. The pack then moves in for the final attack, taking turns biting different parts of the animal's body until it's brought down. This method of hunting ensures that the pack stays well fed and also teaches younger wolves how to hunt effectively. But what do timber wolves eat? Well, they are opportunistic predators. They will hunt, kill, and eat anything that's available either seasonally or regionally. Their main prey is white-tailed deer, which can weigh up to 300 pounds. They also prey on moose, caribou, elk, and smaller mammals like beavers, muskrats, and rabbits. However, when they can't find anything to eat, timber wolves have no problem scavenging for food. And what's surprising is that they have a diverse palate. Besides meat, they also enjoy feasting on blueberries during the late summer months. Timberwolves need a lot of food to fuel their high metabolism, and they can eat up to 44 pounds of meat in a single day. They have ginormous territories that can span over 90 square miles, where they roam in search of food. One of the most fascinating things about timberwolves is their social structure within their pack. They have a hierarchical system where the alpha male and female are the leaders of the pack. They have priority access to food, mates, and territory. The rest of the pack members, which can range from 2 to 30 wolves, follow the alpha's lead and work together for the survival of the group. Another mind-bending thing about timberwolves is their mesmerizing howls, which can be heard for miles. They use howling as a way to communicate with each other and mark their territory. But it's not just any howl. It's a powerful symbol of the wilderness and their place in it. Timberwolves also use various vocalizations to communicate with each other and convey important information. They can bark, growl, whimper, and even make facial expressions to convey their message. The Timberwolf's incredible strength and intelligence have earned them the title of the forest's answer to Grizzly. Well, it's no secret that grizzly bears are the true king of the north. They're ginormous, powerful, and fearless. However, what they don't have is the agility and teamwork of timberwolves, which gives these majestic creatures an edge when it comes to hunting and surviving in the wild. As we've said before, timberwolves hunt in packs, and this teamwork is crucial for their survival. Unlike solitary predators like grizzly bears, timberwolves rely on each other to bring down large prey and defend their territory from other predators. No matter how strong and ferocious a grizzly bear may be, they can't compete with the combined strength and intelligence of a pack of timberwolves. That's why timberwolves are known as the forest's answer to grizzly, because they have what it takes to not only survive, but thrive in the wild. These cute yet fierce creatures have very few to no natural predators in the wild, except for humans. Timberwolves are known to be shy and elusive, but if felt threatened or their territory is invaded, they can become aggressive and attack. Since the 1970s, there have been several incidents of timberwolves attacking humans in Algonquin Provincial Park. Notably, between 1987 and 1996, 4 separate cases of wolves biting people were recorded. The most troubling event occurred in September 1998, when a male wolf, known for its unnerving lack of fear towards humans, stalked a family walking with their 4-year-old daughter. Luckily, the family took refuge in a trailer, and the wolf lost interest. However, 2 days later, the same wolf attacked a 19-month-old boy. Although the boy was not seriously injured, he did sustain puncture wounds on his chest and back. The wolf was eventually killed later that day and was found to be non-rabid. While these incidents are rare, it's a reminder that wild animals are not what we see in movies or cartoons. They are wild, unpredictable, and should always be respected and given space. On a lighter note, let's talk about their incredible reproduction process. Timberwolves are monogamous animals, meaning they form long-term bonds with their mates. They are known to mate for life, and the alpha pair in a pack are usually the only ones who breed every year. The breeding season for timberwolves is in February, and the gestation period is approximately 9 weeks. After giving birth, the female wolf usually has around 6 pups, which are raised within the pack. The alpha pair takes care of their offspring together, ensuring that the pups have the best chance of survival in the wild. By fall, these once tiny and helpless pups are now large enough to hunt and kill their prey alongside the pack. The average lifespan of a timberwolf is around 6 to 8 years in the wild, but they can live up to 12 years or more under human care. Apart from being fantastic hunters and providers for their pack, timberwolves hold significant cultural and spiritual significance in many cultures around the world. They're often revered for their strength, loyalty, and resilience in the face of adversity. In Algonquin folklore, they are portrayed as spirit brothers to the folk hero Nanabozho. These wolves assisted Nanabozho in his adventures, including helping him recreate the world after a great flood. As an apex predator, timberwolves also play a very important role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems. They keep populations of prey animals, such as deer and elk, in check, which in turn prevents overgrazing and the destruction of vegetation. However, despite their vital role in nature, timberwolves face numerous threats that put their survival at risk. As we've said before, timberwolves have no natural predators, but they do face human-caused threats. The primary threat to the timberwolf, specifically, is habitat loss and fragmentation. Due to human activities like logging, development, and road construction, the timberwolf's habitat is shrinking and becoming fragmented. This has a direct impact on the wolves' ability to find food, form packs, and raise their young. Another major threat to timberwolves is humans themselves. In the past, timberwolves were seen as a threat to livestock and were often killed by farmers and ranchers. This misguided fear and persecution led to a significant decline in wolf populations. Even today, timberwolves face persecution from hunters and trappers who view them as a threat to game animals. While there are laws and regulations in place to protect timberwolves, these animals still face significant threats from human activity. According to the cities list, timberwolves are listed as a vulnerable species, while on the U.S. Federal Endangered Species list, they are listed as endangered. If the current threats to timberwolves are not addressed and managed, we may only see these magnificent creatures in pictures and stories rather than in the wild where they belong. So what do you think? Should we do everything in our power to protect and preserve the timberwolf, or should we leave it to nature's course? Well, do let us know in the comments below, because every voice counts when it comes to conserving our planet's wildlife. We hope this video has given you a deeper appreciation for timberwolves and their importance in the wild. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our upcoming wild adventures. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.